The last man we honor tonight is Chick Hislop.
Charles Chick Hislop, a model of leadership, character building, and work ethic, was the head coach of track and field and cross country at Weber State University for 38 years before retiring in December of 2006. The longest tenured coach of any sport all time in the Big Sky Conference, he led the Wildcats to 21 conference championships, including 7 cross-country titles. With impressionable beginnings as a cross-country runner, Chick was among the top 5 at the National Junior College Championships while attending Weber Junior College in the 1950s. Once out of school, Chick returned to his alma mater, Ben Lomond High School, where his cross-country teams finished in the top 5 at state 6 times in 8 years. He also coached the school to a state wrestling title.
Thank you very much. First thing I would like to do is to congratulate the outstanding class that I am fortunate enough to be a part of the great people. And the next thing I'm going to do is to take a minute or two to thank the most important person in my life. That is my bride of 52 years. Diane has stood beside me, or maybe pushed me from behind several times for all of these years. And I know that without her, everything that I have accomplished would not be possible. When I was young, I made up my mind that when I got married, I was going to be the captain of my ship. Little did I know that I was marrying an admiral. But I am very thankful that I did. A few years ago, Diane and I were traveling through Rupert, Idaho. Does anybody know where Rupert, Idaho is? I don't think the people of Rupert, Idaho know where it's at. But anyway, we were there, and we pulled off into a gas station, and she looked out of the car, and she saw a tractor drive up with a load of fertilizer, and I don't mean the type of fertilizer that you get at the store. And she looked at the guy and she says, "I think that's Ross Whitaker. I used to date him." And we looked real close, and it was. And we stopped and talked to him a few minutes, got back in the car, and I was feeling pretty proud of myself. And I said, "Honey, if you had married him, your husband would be..." And she said, "No, if I had married him, you would have been loading the..." Track and field at my household has been a family connection. Everything that we have done all of our vacations have been built around track meets most of the time. It reminds me of a time when my youngest son was about 6 years old. He was over playing with one of the Johnson boys next door, and he comes home and he says, "Daddy, can we go to the track meet at West Yellowstone or at Yellowstone Park?" And I said, "A track meet at Yellowstone Park? What are you talking about?" He said, "Well, the Johnsons are going on vacation up there." And of course, if you were going on vacation, there had to be a track meet involved somewhere. I have been so fortunate in my life to be around outstanding people. My dad once told me that if you want to be successful, make sure you surround yourself with good people. And I certainly have. One of those outstanding people is this young man that is standing behind me. I say he's young because even though he's 50, he's a lot younger than I am. We first connected when he was a student at the high school that I was coaching at. And he has been following me like a little puppy ever since. And it is these type of people that I have been able to be associated with that has been successful. I wish the lights were on so I could see in the audience, so I could see more of you out there, because it's you people, you other coaches, that have been my mentors over the years and my association over the years, the reason why I have been able to accomplish a few of the things that we can, or that we have. But you know, the important thing that I have got out of coaching is the friendship, the companionship of the athletes that I have had the opportunity of working with over the years. Sometimes they had some favorite names for me that we really can't talk about tonight. But most of the time, and once in a while I had some of the same names for them, but most of the time it was the feeling that we had towards each other that made us as successful and made my job and my life as good as it has been. When my dad passed away a few years ago, he knew he was dying, and he asked me to come and talk to him about, actually it ended up about 3 days before he died. And he got me at his side and he says, "Chick, you're the only person I know that have never worked a day in your life." And because to him, work was something that maybe you did not like. And he knew that I loved my job, and that it was, next to my family, it was maybe the most important thing in my life. The other part of my family, of course, is not only my lovely wife, but I have 5 outstanding children, and all of them and their husbands or wives or a member of the family are here with us this evening. Once again, I'd like to thank thee for this outstanding opportunity I have, and I can't tell you how much it means to me and how much I appreciate it. I would like to say that in closing and let me show you my notes. It's blank. Thank you.